Alright, I don't even know how to start to talk about this. Like, what do you say when a billionaire goes on a racist, homophobic, transphobic tirade on the internet?
We should,
I was thinking of titling the video Elon Musk is a shithead, but starring out I and T.
I don't know. Welcome to Higher Level Gaming.
In your title, if you can put fuck the police.
I'm Katie. Today we're talking about the world's richest and saddest man. That's right, none other than
Elon Musk.
Let's get into it. Here's a meme that Elon Musk posted that he thinks is funny, but is really just racist and transphobic.
But see, if you title your video Elon Musk is a shithead, people are gonna think like, well, that's a stupid video, I'm not gonna watch that. But if you're like, Elon Musk proved himself to be a racist, people will be like, no, I'm gonna click on this because I can disprove that, you know?
So we should say, here's why Elon.
No, I'm still probably gonna say
He's
Elon
racist.
Musk is a shithead. Not only did Elon Musk post some really bizarrely racist and phobic stuff, he also renamed himself Ilona for a few days, and even had the gall to sign off a tweet as Ilona, while the internet toxically jokes alongside him.
Why might he do this, you may ask? Well, it's actually really pathetic.
He's coping hard, guys, because his girlfriend broke up with him, and now she's dating a trans woman. That's right. Now, Elon Musk's girlfriend, Grimes, is dating a trans woman. Or was it his wife? I don't even know. I don't really care about celebrity stuff like that. I don't know.
Making a video about Elon Musk.
Well, when the billionaire is just being super, discriminatory on the internet, I feel like,
Yeah,
and the
that's
internet's
it.
praising him and gives him 1 million likes for saying something just like randomly, like, let's break it down, because you might think, oh, this is harmless, right? And somebody even said to me while I was debating this with people, because I'm an idiot and I debate people on the internet, this is a meme about how Netflix will put any kind of group of people that they want to appeal to inside of their movies, even if it doesn't make sense or add anything to the story. That's what their argument was. And like, that's why it's funny, because corporations will do that. He also posted this picture basically making fun of anyone who supports any issue, essentially, I guess, because this is a range of issues here, from the war in Ukraine to Black Lives Matter to transgender and gay rights. So I don't know what issue he takes with which. So basically just anything you could stand for makes you a sheeple.
He's saying like, yeah, I support whatever everybody's supporting right now, whatever's cool to support. Yeah, it is nice to support Black people, trans people, and other marginalized groups.
All this is jeering at inclusion and laughing at the fact that Black people and trans people are represented in media and by companies like Netflix in their products. The implication is that Netflix overrepresents these groups, and not only do they overrepresent these groups, but they do so to the extent that they would even pigeonhole it into a movie about the war in Ukraine. Now, you'll also notice that Pablo Escobar, who is a chubby man already, has also been more stretched out to look like he weighs about 100 pounds more in this image.
Yeah.
Which is just fat phobia. Like, that's literally just fat phobia. Which is actually racist in itself, because you think these groups that are barely represented at all are not only overrepresented, which they are not, they do not make up a large portion of Netflix's content, are somehow preferred when they're not really preferred at all, but only being given exposure. It's telling that you think these groups are so overrepresented when they're hardly represented at all, and really only in recent memory have they had high-profile things in the media that people paid attention to. Things like Pose, Insecure. So yeah, Grimes is dating Chelsea Manning, who's actually also very famous in her own right because she leaked sensitive classified information to the public because she believed the United States was committing war crimes. She was also in, as you can imagine, a lot of trouble for that, and has become a public figure because of it. As you can see, it's just sad. Like, it's fucking messed up, dude. There's no reason that we should be making fun of or laughing at the pride flag, like in itself just being a joke. This is like when I was in high school and people would just say the word gay and just laugh. Like that was just considered a joke at the time. This is like 10 years ago. I would have hoped the kids were less toxic nowadays and homophobic, but if Elon Musk is acting this way, I can only imagine how your average person acts. Truly embarrassing for a man of his age.
Yeah, he's 50 years old. Lots of people commenting like he has so much effing money. Why can't he just go away? Like, why can't he just mind his business? Like, why can't he just find a new woman instead of obviously trying to tear down this person that his old partner is now with?
Which is really just going to serve to drive them closer to each other, because this is going to lead to all kinds of hateful stuff being said to Chelsea Manning. And since Grimes is dating them, like that's really, they're going to see each other through this trying time, and that's only going to make them have a stronger bond. So it's really just a stupid thing to do also as a aggrieved ex-boyfriend. $200 billion and still posting his frustrations on Twitter. Like really, you would hope he'd be above that. This is why we should tax the rich, and if they don't want that, then just eat them. It's really pathetic. Like people will just eat up any bigotry. Like if a famous enough person like Dave Chappelle or Elon Musk says something racist or bigoted, people feel confident enough to be like, yep, this is what I really believe, I'm gonna support this. 1 million people liked it, bro. Sad. At least there are a few people out there who were Elon Musk supporters who have a bit of dignity and are now, you know, saying, hey, this is fucked up.
And this commenter says, oh, how many Black Lives Matter posts do you see anymore? Yeah, just because people are supporting Ukraine now doesn't mean that they still don't support Black Lives Matter, or that it's not an issue that still needs to be addressed. Multiple issues that need to be addressed can exist at the same time.
Shocking. Here's the tweet where he signed off as Ilona, which is basically mocking trans people for changing their name. Like, what do I even say? This is just blatant mockery of the person that's dating his ex. Like, it's pretty pathetic. This is Kanye West giving Pete Davidson all of his attention from now until the end of time. Levels pathetic.
And you have all this money, but yet you're so sad that all you can do is insult trans people on the internet.
Now, this guy, Dave Lee, he's also apparently very transphobic. I don't know who he is, but he's got a check mark. A lot of people who are famous are supporting Elon for this stuff. And this guy told Elon he should change his name to Alona for a couple days. And I don't know if he did it for a few days, but we did see that he changed it to Alona for at least a day. So many people just support this. It's pathetic. It makes me sad, honestly, that so many people have this much hate in their hearts that they just think it's funny to make fun of people that are different from them. And obviously, lots of Trump supporters in this. He also talked about how he has so much respect for the associates doing an honest day's work at Tesla and SpaceX. So much respect, says the billionaire. But of course, there are people here to call out Elon because he famously will not allow his company to unionize. And there's only one reason for that, and that's so that you can rip off your employees. And it really tracks with all the racism he's put on display, because black workers have been accusing Tesla of wrongdoing for a long time now. They would often find racist graffiti found in common areas.
Wow. The black workers reported they were subjected to racist slurs and drawings and were assigned the most physically demanding jobs. Workers refer to the factory as the slave ship or the plantation, where defendant production leads crack the whip. I don't think it gets more disgustingly racist than that.
They've been hit with several allegations like this over the past few years.
One worker reported hearing racial slurs as often as 50 to 100 times a day, being called the N-word and hood rats.
Now, that's a suspicious claim, right? That's like so overtly racist that you might think, oh, no way, like that person must be lying. But if that person's lying, why are all these other people coming forward with similar stories?
They said other workers told of racist graffiti, including swastikas, KKK, the N-word, and other racist writing that, wow, can you believe this? Tesla did not remove for months at a time. They didn't even remove it immediately. but it's not tolerated? Sounds like they tolerated it.
You can see there are disparities at the company because although 10% of Tesla's workforce are black or African American, only 4% of employees at director level are. Now, people always say that expecting there to be equal representation is wanting equality of outcomes. But saying that's forced equality of outcome to have black people represented throughout the company implies that there are not black people who have the education, the training, the experience to fulfill any role at Tesla. And let me tell you, there are plenty of black people who have degrees. There are plenty of black people in tech. They just need to reach out to those people. And also they can hire from within and promote from within, which is also something that was reported to be a problem. I didn't even know there would be some racism against brown people in here thrown in, but apparently, although Latinos make up 22% of the total workforce, only 4% are at the director level or above. Now, again, there are Latinos who have degrees. There are Latinos who are in tech. You can find these people and hire these people. You just choose not to. Damn, we the same, kitty. And of course, women have also reported they've experienced physical assaults, harassment, and catcalling at Tesla facilities. So basically, Elon's toxic AF and allows environments to fester where all these groups who he's railing against on Twitter are being discriminated against.
Elon bad. This has been a video by HigherLevelGaming. Thanks for watching, and let us know what you guys think in the comments. Do you think he's sad about Grimes leaving him? Do you think Elon is still cool after this?
I bet you do, you angry little gamer. Go play some Halo. If you still support Elon, I just want you to know that I banged your mom.